It's alright, it's okay. Doesn't really matter if you're old and gray. It's alright to say it's okay. Listen to what I say. It's alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright to say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. I take a low, take your pick. 'Cause you can't teach an old dog a brand new trick. I don't care what anybody says. At the end of the day, there's a place that I can't find. A drink or two to ease my mind. Golden days. It's alright, take your time. Everybody thinks that you passed your prime. It's alright, it's okay. You still got plenty to say. Hey, Rob Smith here. It's 8:05. Sorry, had a little delay there. Get started. Another day I was going to get started early and got started late. I guess I should wait till some folks come in. Well, maybe I'll wait to talk about what this is. Oh, excuse me. I'm just going to keel over here. I'm actually, yesterday I was feeling quite rotten. I don't really know why, but I was. Um, I know what I was thinking. I need something to start with. I know. Hold on. Let me be right back. Right back here. Yeah. 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 All right. Let's figure out. Okay. All right. I don't have anything to start with here, so start with Kinder Joy. Always good. This is an Easter one, actually. I haven't. I know this hasn't expired, has it? I know it doesn't expire till next year sometime, but I need to. You know what I do with the chocolate part? I put this in the freezer, and I like this better in the freezer. All right, let's see what's in here. Okay, I've got a bunch of these. I should give these to somebody. It comes with a little pallet of eggs, and what you do is, it actually was like another one I picked up. I need to give these away to somebody. I don't know who. Then you take this as a little duck, quack quack, a little duck, and goes on top of this. And yes, it looks like a splashing water. Splashing water. You put the duck on top of the splashing water. There we go. And what you do is you take this and you put water in it, and then these eggs have colors on them from Easter. Yes, that's what those are. So, all right, something with eggs and color. And I've got a brush here. All right, hello, Andrea. Hello, Hope. Hello. I got paper. I'm actually using whatever paper I can find. I should use this paper, though. It says words on it. I'm boxing up stuff as my time is getting short here. And that's what I need. That. Oh, I was going to show some Gary Hildebrand stuff. I've got a number of papers here with words on it. And then that too. Sorry, give me just a moment. I need to order some paper. I'm just kind of looking at my financial situation before I really can do that. All right, let's see here. Move that over. All right, if you want to post anything, what you all are up to, or an animal, or a place, or whatever, let me see what I can do. In the meantime, I'll start with something with a duck. You know, something else always helpful to me. I've actually put these next to me because I'm a big fan of Richard Scarry. And there's Rabbit and His Friends. This is some very early Richard Scarry. This is fourth printing, 1976. Originally came out in 1953. But see, it kind of things you see me like to do. Happy Little Critters. His aren't quite as animated. In fact, they're rather stilted. But the Scarry family has done very well. Richard Scarry himself died in 94, I believe. But his family has continued on. Though I don't know if any of them are actually doing the artwork. They keep his name on it. And the style changed dramatically. But I'll wait a little bit here, see what else happens. I love Richard Scarry. Yes. I need to try to get some more people over here. I know Carl and Brian Wilson were going to try to get over. But I do miss having students. And Elaine Cornelius, Elaine and they have not come over. And Melissa hasn't been over here in a while. At least that I'm aware. Hold on, let me see if I can see. So we're going to have as many people here as we had. All right. What are you all up to? I could do this too. Would probably help. I was thinking I was really sick yesterday. I was feeling really bad. I was feeling really, really rotten. I don't know why, but I went and lay down for a bit. Slept for about 2 hours or so, got up, and I was feeling much better. I don't know what that was all about. But I get really scared I'm going to have a repeat from last year. I do not want to do that again. I'd love to go back to the Christmas village I want to, but I do not want to be sick again. I greatly enjoyed being in North Carolina. Well, I'm glad they're busy. I wanted to get by there, but I'm sorry I have not. I hope they're a little careful about spending money because we still have some economic issues here. A lot of them, actually. And believe it or not, though January 31st seems to me to be tomorrow, January 20th is also tomorrow, but it's actually, there's a lot can happen in that time, as we've seen before. Well, folks should be a little bit careful. So, what anything you remember in particular that was sold today at the antique ball? What's something neat that was sold? Anything neat that was stolen, then, if you don't know anything that was sold, it's something maybe that was stolen. I think I need to turn to my cards a little bit. I ran across the film Juror Number Two, which may be Clint Eastwood's last film that he's directing. I think it was a very good film because it leaves a lot of questions in the head of the person watching. That's why this film will certainly fail, because there's not a superhero in sight throughout the entire film. Well, anything, first thing pops in your head. There you go. That's it. First thing that pops in your head. Well, I'll have to come in there and teach you all a lesson about stealing. Then I'll walk out there with a kitchen sink. You won't even know it. There must be one thing that sold. One little thing. One little thing. Tons of jewelry. Anything in particular, jewelry-wise? So, the fun here again with me is to throw things at me and let me see what I come up with. That's the fun thing for me. That's why I opened up that Kinder Egg. See what, unfortunately, was something I had seen a number of times before. I was hoping to see something different. And in particular, necklaces and rings. Rings and things. I also came across the new film called The Apprentice about story of someone did of Trump's early life. The acting is quite good, but it's. I think there are horror films that are easier to stomach than some of what's in this film. I didn't probably watch it all that closely because I tend to work while I have things like that on. I admit I kind of watched both that and Juror Number Two, only because they're just very intriguing and engrossing, and how Clint Eastwood's 94 years old and still quite a director. My goodness gracious me, it's amazing. Apparently, that was filmed up in Georgia, and that's the setting of the film. And for Eastwood, it's another situation of filming, doing a film about justice. What is justice? Also, what is good and evil? You could rattle off the films that all of his films have something to do with that. It seems, if you think from Play Misty for me all the way to Unforgiven, just he loves that subject. He loves that subject. It is fun, interesting, and fun to play with the idea of what is justice. Yeah, the videos of the shop. Yeah, hope I did. I saw one of the ads on eBay that they're posting, and it's still photos. I don't know if they're what it takes to get them to use some video, but it sure would help. Again, the photos are very staid, dead like. And at least to have a person or the video would be even better to really help sell getting people in there. I'd say that's my opinion, but I know that's a fact. It would really make a difference. That's something else about Juror 2. Clint Eastwood understands how to tell a story, how to get your eye to go and look at things. It's really well done in that sense. Something that the Apprentice film could have used. The guy who did that could have used some, but he's young, I think, so he's got a lot to learn. It's not a bad film, not a very well made film. Am I on screen here? Whoops. Almost, but not quite. It looks like going to be celebrating Veterans Day. I'll post more about that probably as I'm doing it live on Monday. No video Monday, that's for sure. Well, I don't know. I might try to do something. As mentioned, I've sent still another request to eBay or, I mean, Facebook for help. Help, help, help. No response. No response. No response. In fact, and this is a Yahoo account that I started just to send messages in case they weren't getting them from my regular email address because it's connected to my old website. I can't believe how disconnected I've gotten from the world in a year. A year ago, I had a house. I was just doing. I was involved in so much stuff. A year later, wow, I can't even get on the Republican executive committee here. And yeah, as I understand, there is no meeting in November, so that means maybe December. And here I am looking at leaving here, leaving at least I'm certainly leaving this address on the 31st of January. It just speaks so poorly. What am I looking for here? I was looking for something. Looking for where's the screen? I lost the screen for this. It's not that. No. I lost my screen. That has, I have. Did I accidentally turn it off? No, I'm starting 3 here. So there's that and that. Maybe I did. Or is that it? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm okay. Veterans Day. That's Monday. Monday's Veterans Day. Yeah, I'm gonna go visit some veterans and a bit of Florida history at the same time. What I need to learn from the birthday boy yesterday is how to do these reels, and I need to do those. I've been watching a bunch of them. My goodness, I can't believe the amount of views they get. And this is something I've learned, actually heard, I've known this for a long time. But now that I've just been disconnected from everybody, it's more important than ever to that I need to get to. So I'm debating whether or not to start a whole new Swampy's Florida page, if this is the fate of things. I'll have to call it something else because it won't accept Swampy's Florida. Oh, so I'm thinking next week. So I'll do a live today and tomorrow, and then I'll do a live Wednesday on the Swampy's Florida YouTube. Swampy's Florida YouTube. And that it's going to be more important to me to get people to view to some extent because I really got a lot to do there anyway. A lot of jewelry, huh? I want people to get jewelry. I understand if it was June or May, but I guess Christmas. I know I get you all this bin of stuff because I think those plates will do well Christmas, eBay wise. It was funny running the. What did I just draw here? Uh, uh, the juror number 2 because it's supposed to take place in Georgia. So so no one has a Southern accent except for Toni Collette, who tries to pretend to have one and doesn't come across well at all. I think she's from somewhere in New England. But if you're in Georgia, you're going to have you're not going to have everybody not speaking with a Southern accent. Not everybody. Somebody will. That was a misfire of Mr. Eastwood's. TJ eBay user would. Yeah, Monday is so I believe businesses will be closed on Monday. I believe certain government offices are closed on Monday for Veterans Day. I just hope those folks actually go and honor our veterans. So the antique store should be busy. Or if you're working that day, I keep seeing Al's name, not Hope. So I will go Al, sir. Hope should be busier that day. We gotta do something with all these drawings. You should be busy on Monday, Hope. Lots of folks. Oh, post. That's right. I'm the only one who can post links for some reason. There's probably some setting here I don't know about. EBAY. Oh, someone picked up the Gilmore Girls TV guide. I knew that. I cut loose 1,000 TV guys easy. But I saw that Gilmore Girl one kept floating in and out while I was packing things. I thought, someone's going to want this because I know somehow I know somebody or saw something or something that there's a huge fan base for Gilmore Girls for some. I've never seen. I don't even know who these actresses are or whatever they are. But I knew. Oh, look, shipped to Columbus, Georgia. Good old Columbus. That's a great little area, Georgia. Or used to be. I've been there recently. In fact, my Andrew would know. My Edith's family connects just south of Columbus is Blakely, and then there's Cedar Springs, and that's where. In fact, one time my ex-wife's family owned all that land from basically Rome, Georgia, all the way down to the Florida border, which was north of where it is now. They owned all that, and then that bit of nasty disturbance occurred in the mid 1800s, messed it all up. They lost all the land. I tell you how that's the stories they don't tell you about the Civil War, the war between the states, the great unpleasantness was the enormous amount of taking of land. It was huge. A lot of northern businesses made a lot of money just taking land from people because the grants weren't recognized. Grants prior to the Civil War weren't recognized. Grants after the war were. So if anyone had bought land prior to the war in Florida or Georgia or North Carolina, you didn't own it anymore. This is actually what happened to the Thomas family, which involves my stepdaughter and her same thing. They lost their land. It was a great land taking. It was people don't like to hear about, but it really was about money. Yeah, it's interesting if you go and read about all the shenanigans going on up in New York City and Philadelphia and all, saying these Southerners are taking. We can't make money the way they're doing things. We got to stop them. How can we do it? Well, there's a slavery thing. We'll use that as an excuse. Another time where black people were used. Yet that's what they should be upset about. That's what those who are upset about reparations and all be upset about that. But no, you're not supposed to know about that. Yeah, there was a state of Florida was basically because of the Civil War out of money because the money no longer was worth anything after the Civil War. So that's where land started to be given away, including to one fellow named Diston, Hamilton Diston, who basically bought a good part of the entire peninsula of Florida for almost nothing. And he was able, but when he quote unquote bought it, he basically took land from thousands of people. But you'll find the Diston. He was a big sawmill worker up in Pennsylvania. I mean, owner. He had distance saws, so he took advantage of it, and then he sold off those pieces, which were sold off again and sold off again. So, oh, I'm not seeing it. Good Gilmore Girl. Yeah, I just thought. Oh, I forgot why I was going to eBay. I apologize. I was looking for the address, wasn't I? Got distracted here. How do I get back there? How do I go back? I thought that would sell though. All right. Somehow I figure this out. Summary, but that's not where the sales stuff is. Is it selling? Selling. Overview? Does that do it? No. Selling, saved, watch list. I don't know how to do this. I don't know. You got me. Is Dennis there? He could tell you. I don't know how to do this. Purchases, selling, save searches, saved. Selling doesn't get me anywhere. There's my eBay, but that doesn't. That's showing eBay bucks recently viewed. Yeah, I don't understand this. This doesn't. It'd be nice here. Let me click Swampy, Florida. Was that how I did it before? Yeah, maybe that's it. There we go. All right. Copy. Now where is it? What's that doing way over there? I'm gonna move it over here. Head over at Mark Stein and paste and enter. Enter. Where's your cat card? Cat users. There we go. Yes, there it is. There. Oh, that's right. Because you can't. You guys can't post the link. That's right. I keep forgetting. Where am I? So I used to watch that show, but it can get annoying. The mom and daughter used to banter at light speed the entire. What was that? Oh, the Gilmore Girls. I have no idea. Never saw it. Dead bodies probably weren't very pleasant either. Dead bodies. Rome, Georgia is not far from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Oh yes, yes, yes. Andrea knows that very, very well. Yeah, Andrea's from just north of there in Cleveland, Tennessee, or well, it tends to money tends to end up being part of the war. War can sometimes be about arrogance because if you look at the history of the Civil War, it's really about some. As I say, if Henry Clay had become president, we probably wouldn't have had the Civil War because he was working with folks, and the excuse of slavery wouldn't have been valid the way Clay was going at it. But a lot of folks disagree with Clay, and there were those who saw money in the war. Not just the war, but then the residual effects, and they got a lot of money from it. Wow! I just wish we'd be honest about the Civil War and stop lying to people. It's in many ways it's far worse than what a lot of people think it is, because it was about so much lying. So this is a situation. If you want to marry an egret or something like that, a heron, having a ring that's going to fit on their paw, whatever you want to call it, paw. Yeah, one of my second wife's family members lived in Rome and spent some time there. She was a northerner, though she was born. Oddly enough, born in the South, she was very much a northerner at heart, and worked hard to try to sound like she was from some upper class New York thing. Hmm. And what to do with all these drawings, guys? You let me know what you think we should do with all these. Because I got a lot of them now. And I got to get going on the Christmas print. I was going to start the Christmas stuff. I'll probably wait because it looks like I'll pick up the board on Monday in Leesburg and get a bunch of board, including Dennis K, not Dennis J. Dennis K has cut up a whole ton of board 5x7s for me to get to paint on to do drawings. I'll pick those up on Monday also. So I'll start being able to do really a lot of animal drawings. I'd rather do it on the board than on the watercolor paper, though I may do some on the watercolor paper. I'm just going to leave it to y'all to price it however the heck you want to. Does this look okay? It's a weird little drawing. Oh, I know what I should do. I should make this... I'll do Dow Jewelers. How about that? Did I misspell his name? Oh, it's not hard to do. Always O-U-D. Yeah, Dow's Fine Jewelry. D-A-O-U-D. So Dow's Fine Jewelry over there. And I think I'm going to start a whole new Swampy, Florida page. And they are located in West Palm Beach. Let me make sure I get this right. Fort Lauderdale. I get this flipped in my head. Fort Lauderdale, Sunrise Boulevard, which goes into Sunrise. If you take Sunrise West, you'll end up in Sunrise, Florida, which is someplace nobody should live. It's old. It's all Everglades. Not Everglades in name. Everglades as in type of land, and nobody should live there. And that's also part of got too many family folks. I saw brother-in-law Chuck Bailey here earlier this week. Chuck's looking to move down this. Well, he was. It sounds like they're probably not. They got a whiff of this area. They said, "Nah, I don't think so." Even I don't know. They may do something. I don't think they're going to move around here. But his brother's here. He has grandchildren down here. They live over in Crestview, and it's really, I wish they need to go the other way around. Families should go there, not stay here. But that's up to them. And the Dowd's been around since 1896, 1890 something. Oh, it's on their website. Let me go to their website. 129 years in business. 129 years in business. And something I learned from DK, Dennis K, is that there are now only four independent art stores in Florida. Only four. And he has one of them. He's going to he's not going to be there Monday. He's going to be at an event to look at new products, but he says he really doesn't have the money to buy. He just wants to see what else they have. There's only so much you could do now involving art stuff, since so much is digital. Thank you. Where's her other arm? I thought maybe it might be best to think their other arm is back here somewhere. I could indicate it. This is somewhere back here. But see, that gets confusing. It's almost better not to draw it. Oh, not drawing. So, all right, well, here, I'll give her a bracelet. No, they got a whiff of all the cars driving at very high speeds around here, and the exhaust and the diesel. It's they really had an unpleasant time here, it seems, and it's a problem because they really want to come down this way. If they do, I think they'll go further south, which oddly enough, I don't. That seems to be a preference to those who look this way. All right, I need some. Okay, now I can see. I'm using a brush pen. This is a micro brush pen from Dollar Tree. I got a slew of them. Thank you, Melissa Busby, wherever you are. And they're hard to use. They really are. If you all been to a jewelry store recently, I haven't, so I need to case one of those joints because I got a couple of jewelry robberies I need to do. Not that you all should pay any attention to that. First, I got to go rob the antique store. Then I'll see if I get this in right like that. I need to draw a building today, and I didn't get to it. I may still try to do it. Really thought I'd do it yesterday, and I just was feeling so rotten. What the heck happened yesterday? Now, Andrea mentioned she was having some struggles too with it. Something hit me wrong. I was feeling kind of almost dizzy. It was really, really weird. A week ago I bought a package of bacon and I had way too many eggs. In fact, I wanted to give Hope and Dennis some of the eggs. I got so many eggs from Sam's Club. And I just got into a thing about a week ago of cooking ham and eggs, which I've never done in my life, having breakfast like that. And when I was little, my mother would make my sister and I that. But I usually don't have a big meal thing. But it actually made me feel a little better having that. And I had it yesterday, but something didn't go right. I don't know what it is. It actually was scary yesterday how bad I was feeling. And how was I so tired? I don't know. I admit life is a little rough right now. Maybe it's just that. Hopefully that makes sense. That's a weird thing. So here's this. There's Dowd jewelry. Actually, here's a pencil. Gosh, golly, guys, I need to use this stuff. So hopefully next week when I get all that get all those little boards. We'll start doing cute little, happy little animals that will be available on eBay or whatever. I'll probably mostly try to do Florida critters because I'm going to try to make it Swampy Florida related. I don't know how long I've had this. Is a paper. I don't think they make these anymore. The eraser's missing. Found this in a box. I've got so many pens and pencils. I really need to use these things and get them out of here. I really could use to get some of those pens I like to use. These guys. But I'm hesitant because I've got so much else I still have here to use, and I really need to try to use so much of this, even though it's not easy to draw with. So should do a live tomorrow. I might. Oh, it's 8:40. Oh no, I thought it was way over. I still think I'm doing this at 7 o'clock. That was the old Facebook time, was 7 o'clock. I saw 8:40. I thought, what? An hour and 40 minutes. No, the trip Wednesday. I hope my car cooperates. Is something I probably need to do real badly for the Veterans Day. It'll be Veterans Day and Swampy Florida all at the same time. See how that pencil helps. Oh, I was going to share this. I was where'd I go? Where'd I put it? Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Ooh, I buried it in little papers. I'm trying to find I have a ton of paper I could use to do little drawings like this, and I need to. That's why I'm actually using a paper that I probably wouldn't use otherwise, just because I need to get them moving out of here. But this was Superman: The Last God of Krypton by Walt Simonson, but it's painted by Greg and Tim Hildebrand, and Greg died here about a week ago. And this is all. It says Greg and Tim. See, I don't understand that because I didn't think this was that old. This is a reprint, I guess, because Tim died, and this is This is relatively new. Yeah, I've never even opened this before. It's been in a plastic, but I cannot tell you, knowing how slow at least Greg worked. Notice how purple is all through this. I cannot tell you how often he used purple. Purple is always a base of shadow and stuff. This is all Hildebrand. This took them a long, long time. So Greg Hildebrand was dead by 86, I think. That's when Hildebrand, because he was dead when I was at the Kubert School. I was there in 85, 86. But anyway, that's Tim using himself as a model right there. But see the purple? And the light has a color of yellow, and that's typically how he worked. And you'll see I do something similar, taking that technique. I don't paint anywhere like them at all. So he used models for everything. They both did. Apparently, Walt Simonson is a well-known comic book artist, and he wrote the story. I would frankly rather seen a Walt Simonson drawn comic than Hildebrand, but what a great showcase of all their painting abilities. I mean, that's a pretty neat hand right there coming out at you. Seems like it's coming at you. Isn't that neat? Yeah. So that's something staying with me for now. Where'd the bag go for that? Over here. And the other thing, I think I shared one of these before, but I found some more Big Boy comics. I think I may give this to Joe Walker if he wants to add to his display. Because I don't know what these are selling for, but I don't really want to sell them. I know Joe would rather have them I'm sure he would like to have them as part of his collection. I think I found another 5 or so. I'm trying to get everything together in one place. I found a bunch of big boys. Again, it was no name given. I know Bob Bendig did a bunch of these. because he told me all about how he would do the. Oh, I'm sorry, he did the Shoney Bear comics. I've got a bunch of these. Okay, what else? We got a little time. I could do. You want me to do another one? Do another one. Or wait a minute, where do that pencil? You saw me had a pencil. I had a pencil. Oh, here it is. See, the thing with stuff like this is you want to get. So watch my Facebook. Wait a minute. None of you all are. Are any of y'all following me on Facebook? None of you, except Andrea. Andrea's the only one following me on Facebook. What do y'all think? You think I should give up on waiting for Facebook to start my page again and just go ahead and do it myself? Which would be the 17th. I have to wait till the 17th. And just go ahead and start a whole new. It just took me 15 years. I can't believe I lost all that. That's going to cost me greatly. There's no way. I don't even remember all the people who were following me before. And I can't chase them all down. I don't like asking folks because I feel like I'm intruding. You want to follow me? That sounds terrible to me. Some I can't follow anyway because they don't see how I have a connection. I'm about once a day sending if I'm able to send a request. Some I still can't send. I'm sending a request to them every so often if I can. Who did I just send one to? Oh, Cortland Richards. Oh, no, I think he sent one to me. He's a videographer. He's a Florida native. He was on our Marion County Historic Commission. He actually joined. I helped him join. Though I was kind of warning him about getting too involved. Afraid it might hurt him more than help. He does a lot of videography. He was out in California for a long time. He's come back to his home state, kind of for retirement. I know they're looking for Rob Smith Jr. I'm getting because I do have a Robert Smith page, but I'm not using it mostly because it's. I forget now why I'm not using that page. For some reason I decided not to keep with because I thought Rob Smith Jr. would come back, and so I want to keep my Swampy's Florida stuff flowing on Facebook. So that's why I went ahead and put my time in that and thought, okay, I'll also use that as a personal page too, which is neat because a lot of folks who were following my personal page never saw my Swampy's Florida stuff. In fact, thank you, Andrea, for liking so many things because she was amongst many who would never do much of anything on my Swampy's page. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just I understand it just wouldn't pop up. So I'm glad I'm in some ways reaching people I know better, whereas a lot of folks were on there. But if I do, I'll start as a whole new separate page, separate email address, et cetera, et cetera. While I've been sitting here, I've been getting more snuffly. I haven't been sitting here much today. Been running around, working on stuff I need because I also need to get ready to move along here. All right, so that looks a little better with all that. Yeah, well, no, I can't ditch Facebook. Oh my goodness, no. I mean, it's like YouTube. I do have a Rumble page, but I could getting that, and I did a live at Rumble, and I've got some lives. I've got some video over there, but it's the connection's nothing comparison. I'm also on Instagram. I do get a lot of connection there, but Instagram is Facebook in a sense, just differently. You just can't post as much. You can't interact as well as you can with Facebook. As I say, most of the business I got here in the last 15 years has been through Facebook. That has now stopped. Basically, for the most part. No, websites are a waste of time because it's if you could get to a, and I don't like collectives, but if you can get to a collective like YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, if you get to a collective, then you have a chance of connecting to many. Websites are static and all by themselves. Like I had to go looking for Dowd's fine jewelry. Well, but that it's like a dead end. You go and you boom, you come to a website. You got nowhere else to go. On Facebook, you go to that Dowd's fine jewelry, and it'll suggest other places to go. And in fact, I just had that. It suggested. Oh, poop! It went away. It was here. Have a whole list of other things to look for. So you could actually leap from there to other things that connect to Dowd or things in the area of Fort Lauderdale. That's great because that's how people find Swampy, Florida, or whatever. And I'm trying to get people to visit Florida, and everybody's using their pages. I mean, a great example is Gabriel's Sub Shop. My interaction with Gabriel's on my Facebook page was interactive. I would indicate them, they would indicate me. We'd go back and forth, and that would bring different people to both places. Excellent. That's what social media is all about, is to be social. And I admit I'm trying to do some kind of business. I don't have much to sell right now with Swampy, Florida, but I hope to, but maybe I won't live so long. That's probable. Yeah, but I keep hoping. I've sure been working at it for. I worked hard at it for 15 years. I've posted so much, and it's all gone. It's really sad how easily that happened. But what really, if I'd been changing my passwords, that would have helped enormously. I didn't realize so much time had passed. I hadn't really thought about it. And yet, a year was part of my password, and it just struck me. Wait a minute, that time, year all connects. Oh well. Water under the bridge, as tends to be as was the case a year ago, losing the house, or not losing the house, selling the house, but selling it for nothing. Anything else in the area you can tell about yourself on YouTube? You should add your Facebook link. Well, I don't have one right now. I did, and in fact, I labeled all the artwork I did with Swampy's Florida, Facebook Swampy's Florida. I can't do that now. All my cartoon work was labeled robsmithjr.com, which I can't do anymore, or I would say cartoons and illustrations, or my political cards. Can't do any of that. All that's gone. So I would have to be starting fresh, and I will not have swampysflorida.com because Facebook thinks it still exists. I heard the age before you Facebook. Well, a lot. My stepdaughter, her kids, three of three. Wait a minute. Austin, Joe, I mean, even Alex. So 4 of her 6 are using it right now. I think Alex is too young at 11 to be using it. And I don't see him using it much. And he's posted some things he shouldn't have, and Amber's had to go talk to him. But yeah, it's being used by a lot of people. There are a lot. Have the numbers dropped? Yes. What's happened at Twitter has been most unfortunate. They've been leaving, and that's why I went ahead and started an account at Blue Sky. Right. Well, still a lot of businesses. A lot of I need to hopefully sell things, and I can't sell things unless I get people in. You know. Yeah, and I actually, oddly enough, I've noticed a lot of interaction at Truth Social, Donald Trump's thing. Um, and I'm using LinkedIn, though I'm getting almost no reaction on LinkedIn. I don't know why. Because there I've been to LinkedIn for 15 years too, but I haven't nurtured it. I've only since September 17th, I guess, have I really been using it a lot. And so and then I'm posting here on the community page, but I get almost no reaction there at all. That's the Facebook version of YouTube. I have one for this page and for my Swampy Florida page. I post things there. I'll get reaction to artwork I post on this one's a little bit, 3 or 4, but that ain't much. So it's hardly worth it, quite frankly. But I do regularly post in Swampy Florida. That's why I'm going to start doing videos in Swampy Florida. I hope to draw in some more folks. We'll see. I guess you draw them. It's just you spent 15 years. Oh well. C'est la vie. Because life is becoming a big c'est la vie. Well, thank you all for being here. Gives me a little hope someone stops around. It was great the days of Facebook where we'd get a dozen or so interacting at any one time, and so few of them. I can't seem to get anyone to come over here from Facebook. I don't even have. I do have. I did pick up a lot of the videos I had at Facebook, so I didn't get the last few weeks of the last up to the 14th, but I got a bunch of them for the last few years. It's just very discouraging, guys. That's all. Very discouraging. As my world crumbles away. Feel bad that the fellow who I went to Ringling with had just connected with me about a week and a half earlier, and I immediately vanished. He must have, a lot of folks I've heard thought I had unfriended them, and that is so. It's not just I've lost all that business, but people think that would have done business with me think I've unfriended them. So it's even worse. I mean, this is really terrible. What's happened? I mean, if you have a personal account, you're just putting up, your cat or your dog or something, or little meme things. All right, yeah, who cares? I am trying to do some business here, and also create some legitimacy, and it all just vanished in thin air. That's a massive loss, and ain't nothing I can do about it now, apparently. And I can't rebuild it either. It took 15 years. I likely won't be alive in 15 years. So the loss is enormous, and I won't know how much actually. I don't know how much business I've lost, or connections, friendships I may have blown away because of it. But it's big. Riley, Ace of Spies. Riley, where are you located? What was the fact check thing? Well, yeah, well, that's the political stuff. I wasn't putting political things. I had a political page. I never once got, and it's like I was connected to Jane Graveson. Great lady. She was an actress in England. Now she's in India, and she and I are on the same page about so much stuff politically. But she got caught with some fact check stuff. I never did, never, because I was very careful what I posted. I didn't post just anything. Well, I'm not saying she did, but I was careful. I do come at things objectively, as I've learned. That looks bad. Maybe I should put some brushwork to this. In NA West. What the heck is NA West? It sounds like you're on an airplane. You're on an airplane. I hope you have your seatbelt connected. NA West. Guys, acronyms. Don't do it. As a government employee who's dealt with thousands of acronyms, you don't want to get into the acronym world because everything means everything else. Can't believe how people use. I thought we came to terms with that in the '80s. Stop the acronyms. There's actually I may still have it. It may have come with me on the trip at the move. But I've got a thick book full of acronyms. What a few letters mean. You'd be floored at the enormous amount that. Especially idiots who use some of the people, those businesses that there's idiot businesses out there who'll use two letters. Are you crazy? You know how much that could mean, especially with the social media world. It's one thing if you didn't have social media and telephones and that kind of thing. But when you do have that and you use two letters for your business, you're in deep trouble because no one's going to find you. Yeah, it's crazy. You're good. Yeah, I don't know what does NA West mean? Oh, I don't know. It sounds like an airplane. I'm a C-24. They haven't served me any water recently. Have no idea. Someone was posting. I don't know if they meant Brevard County. It looked like. See, also people forget that capitals, uppercase and lowercase look different. And so a lady I was asking her where I was doing something involving the political stuff I was doing. And we're going to meet somewhere in Brevard County. And I said, where are you located? And she sent me, I'm not clear if it was MI or ML. So I kept asking her, where are you so I can meet you, so I can get these signs to you? And she would never explain. I don't know what the hell ML or MI is. What does that mean in Brevard County? It's nice to have your own secret language, but you gotta let people know it sometimes. That lady got me very upset because I made some signs to about Amendment 3, and I never did get her the signs. I never found out where she was. I think she got mad that I couldn't understand her little secret language. Good golly, guys. You gotta make sure you communicate. Ugh. NA West is in. How does NA West connect to California? NA West, California. I don't know how that's California. I would never have guessed that. NA. See you later, Alice. NA West, California. I have no idea in the world. You see, that's exactly it. We just letters don't mean anything. You gotta make sure you're explicit. Well, good luck, Riley, Ace of Spies. Good night, Stenius. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. I gotta move on, don't I? Yeah, wow, you guys got hit well on Tuesday. I hope it's a wake up call for y'all. All right, so I will do a live tomorrow, and then Monday I'm picking up Boar, and we'll start doing the happy animals and see what we can do with those. And actually, I never did get an answer to that, what I was asking about. I think I'm just going to have to start a new Swampy's Florida page. And I'll go live on Swampy's Florida on Wednesday. That doesn't look right. I guess it's not a bad idea to do pencils. I did do a pencil. I did do pencil, didn't I? I wasn't planning it out. I was just drawing. Gonna watch myself. Haven't tried drawing that like that in a long time. Doesn't matter. Well, no, it's not. Oh no, it's just a superhero. Not. It's not anyone in particular. I'm not violating copyright. It's just. It's just some negligible guy who's flying. Actually, he's probably a pizza deliverer. N.A. West. You'll see that's going to bug me till I figure it out. N.A. West. Oh, goodbye, Dolphin. Okay, everybody wants to leave at 9 o'clock. Okay, I'll leave. I don't have to stick around. Thank you for coming anyway. Being a part of things. I'll see y'all later tomorrow. Tomorrow. So we did Dow jewelry. There we go, jewelry. Please, if you get a chance, when you see me post about going live, if you want to put a word or two underneath, and I'll have something to bounce from, and I'll make up whatever it is as I draw. Who knows? No, I can. I know, and I should. It's 9 o'clock. I got a lot to do. I still have to. I got a lot to do tonight still. So thank you all very much. No, my head's caught with the NA West because here I'm a cartographer and I do mapping and I read maps and I would never know where to start with something like that. Where the heck is that? There's no way. I mean, it's west of what? So it was NA could be North America, but it could be also North Africa or North Algeria or North it's so many things. It's also that's abbreviation for a whole bunch of countries all over the or areas all over the world. Anyway, my head's just rolling around the planet trying to find where to land. All right, I'll see y'all later. Yes, it will. It bugs me. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see y'all later. And Dennis, I'll have to get with you to get your box of wood ever sometime here. All right, oh, Alice, Hope, you'll have to let me know when you're off so we can meet up and do that. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Robert Smith calling. Take care. Bye bye. Oh, I got to end this, don't I? There we go.